Woohoo!
This is the death of Wimbledon as far as I'm concerned.
And the local businessman who made it happen walked on water.
Maybe it was the right or wrong way for Milton Keynes to find its football, but find its football it has, and we've kicked the ball today.
Welcome back to Big Head the Nerd in today's episode of the Winkleman Way, as we do our end of season rundown where we look at the stats of the players alongside their attributes, alongside how the season's performance went. So we discuss how are they doing, who's good, who's bad, should we be selling someone, who's on the way out, who should we be looking to bring in, how much money we got, all the fun stuff before I get into pre-season. So hopefully you've dropped some suggestions on the previous video and this video to what we should be doing. We did just get European qualification. Liverpool won the FA Cup, ergo we get the qualifying round. So we finished 7th, 38 points, 38 games, 62 points, 17 wins, 10 losses in the end. Not too bad, but we just lost our steam a little bit. Looking at the schedule, started so well. We got knocked out the Carabao Cup nice and early. That was always good. And then that was it, wasn't it? Premier Division, we absolutely smashed our Europa League group as well. Got a couple of wobbles. Liverpool was our first loss of the entire season. Well, obviously bar the Carabao Cup, it doesn't count. Yeah, and then we only lost again to Tottenham, and then it started to wobble. Just as we got to January, the FA Cup came in. Little wobbles came in against some of the bigger teams, and then, yeah, from February on, it just was a shite show. We lost our funk. We lost in the FA Cup. We had this run here. West Brom, Bournemouth, Inter, Newcastle, Inter, Stoke. Just all losses or draws. Just not good at all. And then we ended up 7th. So we went from being nearly 4th to 7th because of that end of season performance. So we'll go through the individual guys, have a look at their stats, and then we'll go through the team report, have a look at how that's now looking after another season, and then obviously finish up on some tactics. So let's start with the goalie. So Mr. Edison here. Let's have a look at his stats. He played half the season, and then we'll obviously have a look at the outgoing Stigson and see how he got on as well. So if we are looking at shot safe, 71%, again, didn't hold. None of our goalies seem to hold shots, but 71% is pretty good for shots saved. Faced 157 shots, let in 46 goals. So it was like 18 Premier League games, 25 conceded, only 5 clean sheets. I mean, it could be better. Could be better. Passes, 82%, because we've got him on short passing, obviously. And apparently tackles. Put in 3 tackles, won 2 of them. Lost 1. Okay, he's not sweeper. Well, we haven't got him on sweeper keeper, but he can play it if he wants. So let's have a look at Stigson. So stats. He played half the game. Where are you? Report stats. Here we go. 68%. So good. Edison did do better. Faced 192 shots, let in 61 goals. So he played 20 appearances, only conceded 20 in the Premier League. So better off, 7 clean sheets in 20 games. So actually did good. The European is where he let in a lot of goals. European World Cup European qualifying section, let in 30 goals in 8 games. What? So that's where his 61 goals came from. Jesus, did so well for us. Crap for his country. But yeah, so I mean, as much as we bemoaned him, he actually played slightly better than Edison. But that's by the by. That's the goalies. We are going to stick with Edison. He's not bad, is he? We could do with someone better. We know that Pilzeri, or whatever our backup goalie is, we know he wants to leave. So we're going to have to do something there. But we'll have a look around. If there's a decent goalie that comes up, we've got 81 million to spend. We'll see what we can do with that. But now let's move on to the defenders. So we'll bring down the 23s in as well, as we like to do. Defenders then. Let's have a look then. So who have we got? Strongest ability. Boris Yakimov came in midway through the season. He is technically our best defender, followed by Fleming Anderson, Lucas Machina, Tom Ash, Albert Heron, and then down Ruben Martin as our backup there. So that's good. Good to see those guys in there. We've got 2 central defenders in there. Heron coming in after, potential-wise. Machina still only 21. He's been a great player this season. Anderson up there, Heron, Yakimov and Ash. So that they are our central midfield, our defensive 3. Although at 23, 25 and 24, we got a lot of seasons out of them. We've also then coming up fast is Sami Nefsi, one of the guys we brought in as well. Only 20. Got potential to get up those 4 stars. Ruben Martin's potential dropping off a little now, but good to see he's there. Panzo falling right off the pace, and so is Lasilas there. If we have a look at the one we like, average rating, Chris Wood, highest average rating, our backup right back. His abilities drop. That's what I said. His ability and potential drops all the way off, but he plays so well in the games. It's surprising. Second is Machina. Look at those 7.5s for both our right backs. Third is Ruben Martin and Fleming Anderson. So the wing backs really getting time to shine if they are coming up as our highest rated defenders. Heron then at 7.1. Nevsey is 7. Panzo 7 as well, which is good. We'll keep him on as our backup. Ash 6.91. Lasilla 6.88. No good. Yakimov 6.79. So he was the problem in defence. Garcia down at 6.82 as well. So yeah, Yakimov was causing us the issues. That's not good. If we look at tackle win percentage, Yakimov's up there highest, 89%. Sam Burton as well, we don't look at him. 89 for Garcia. 84 for Panzo. So actually, our backups do much better than, say, Tomash down at 80. And Heron down at 75 for tackle win ratio. Tackles per game. Not like they're even putting in more tackles. Actually, the wing-backs doing more tackles per game. Fouls, Sheena Anderson, that's fine. The wide men, Ash the highest, 28, that's not too bad. Interceptions. Let's do interceptions per 90 minutes. I like the per 90 minutes, gives more of a feel for how they're doing. Panzo and Yakimov, 3.82 for Panzo, 3.38 for Yakimov. Ash 2.92. So Yakimov, the stopper, it appears. Tomash, yeah, 2.92. Lasilis next. Then Nevsey next. Heron. Bloody hell, where's Ash? Oh, Ash is there as well. Key headers. 93. Ash, a lot of big headers there. Headed win percentage. Chris Wood, the highest defender. Panzo then. Boris, 87. 83 for Heron. Ash only 75. He's not header of the ball. Aerial challenges per 90 minutes. Okay, Tomash puts himself in a lot more though. Panzo as well. Panzo is not bad actually. Headers 1. Panzo won the most. Ash 2nd. Nevsey after that. Goals. Mistakes leading to goals. Garcia 2. That's why he doesn't play anymore. Those mistakes leading to goals are I just can't stand them. 2 for Fleming Anderson as well. That's not great. But he had 3 man of the matches. 1 for Panzo, 1 for Lasilas. None from the other guys, which is good. 3 playoff. 5 for Machina, 3 for Anderson. So yeah, Anderson not great defending. Passes complete. Yeah, that's fine. So Panzo actually a good one to keep around as the backup. Garcia maybe one to push on. He's probably not going to play again. We'll keep Panzo in. You know, technically, they're the same age. Technically, Garcia better on ability, but Panzo making less mistakes. So we'll give a little judge, especially we've got Nevsey as well. I'd rather play him than any of the others. Lasilas could go as well. So Garcia and Lasilas can leave this summer. Let's have a look at the cross completion ratio for these wide guys. Martin 16%, Wood 16, Anderson 14, and Machina 14. That's very good percentages from defenders. That was what was really working for us first half of the season. It kind of dropped off in the second half. Oh, it's all size all columns. What's going on? So defender-wise, what have we got? I think I'm happy with Yakimov, Ash, and Heron as the front, the starting 3, and Anderson and Machina. Happy also with Wood and Ruben Martin as the backup on the wings. They need to be trained as wingbacks though because they're not natural there. And then yeah, Garcia and Lasilas I think can move on this summer, with Nevsey and Panzo staying as the backup for the central defenders. Maybe keep one of the central defenders. Maybe Lasilas because he's older. Maybe. But other than that, no one in the reserves really singing out that wants to come through. So let me know what you think of the defenders. Hoping that Yakimov comes in and plays a bit better next season. May switch to a 1 stopper rather than have the cover and stopper. Go forward. Just 1 stopper in the middle. 2 just central defenders on defend. So if we don't play with DM, that defender steps up to try and close down any attacking midfielders. But happy with the defenders. So now let's move on to the midfield 3. Midfield 3, there we go. So these are our 3 that played most of the season. Then we move to that formation right at the end of the attacking midfielder. But we're looking at, yeah, we've got a lot of central midfielders here to judge. So, midfielder analysis. Is this all the midfielders? Oh, it is as well. It doesn't seem like a lot, does it? So we're looking at ability. Highest, John Jones came in the January transfer window. 22-year-old, 4.5 star. The man is very, very good. Second, though, Will Hughes. 31-year-old Will Hughes. Did well at the end, didn't he, in that deep line playmaker role. Gives me some questions about what we do there. I know Simon Wheatley's very good as well, and we've kind of shunned him. He's in the England squad, I noticed. He can't head for Toffee. He's okay, isn't he, as an attacking midfielder? But whether we then make him more of a defensive midfielder, let's see. We'll judge some of these players in the team report section. So yeah, they're the top 3 in there. Mikowski's coming in as a central midfielder as well. Fuchs in there, 28-year-old. His ability's dropping off a bit now, and he gets bids, so maybe it's time he goes. We've then got Foden and Crane. Crane's still holding on, 24-year-old. His potential has dropped off a bit now. Now we've brought better players in. But he's still there. Sam Hammond. Look at his potential down there. So if we flick to potential, Jones highest, Mikowski there. Wheatley, he's got some potential. We should give him some game, shouldn't we? Hughes still holding on. Sam Hammond, 18-year-old Sam Hammond, 1.5 star at the moment. Could get to 4 or 3.5, 4. He's technically a striker, but he's got terrible finishing, so he's a target man. Can head. What's his passing like? Terrible as well. So we'll have a look at him. Maybe we'll train him more as a central midfielder than a striker. Ben Wilson, 21-year-old Ben Wilson. Also got some good potential in there. He's a winger. We don't really have any wingers. Kelly, he's all right, but we're going to get rid of him. And then it drops off from there, really, doesn't it? We haven't got much below that 3-star. Crane dropping right out. And same as Dennis. I didn't realise Dennis was 27. Maybe time that he moves on as well. He's Carolero, but we don't really have a role for him now. Especially if we're not playing defensively. But let's see if this changed our minds. If we're looking at average rating, Simon Wheatley, 7.53. Only played 4 games, but that's something to his name. 4 games, 4 sub-appearances, 2 assists. I felt like this might happen. But I'd feel bad for him after realising I didn't play him enough. So 7.53 for Wheatley. Foden next, 7.27. Mikowski, 7. Obviously didn't play. Hughes, 7. Crane 6.99, very close. John Jones 6.98. Dennis 6.91. Fuchs actually worse, but look at them all very, very close to 7. Very happy with all those guys. Goals from midfield. We got, look at Hammond did get some goals. 3. Hughes got the most goals from midfield. He scored some wonder goals he did there. Assists. Didn't really get any assists out of those guys either. Didn't get goals and didn't get assists, and there was 3 players there. That screams out as a bit of a problem, doesn't it? Doesn't it just? Let's have assists. Well, Simon Wheatley was the best there. John Jones next at 0.11. 16 games, only 2 assists. Well, therein lies our problem. Let's have a look at chances created per 90 minutes. Again, look at this. 9.92. Foden the best. But that's not a lot, is it? Not 1 per game. Wheatley straight up there. Okay, Wheatley we've definitely undersold this season, haven't we? John Jones, then 0.45. Crane down there. Ugh. So we need to tweak those midfield roles to get them actually doing something. It was all coming from the wide men, and once we got closed out from the wingers, we had nothing else to ask to offer, really. Key passes, Wheatley top, 2 per game. Foden next. Mikowski, Jones, Crane. Crane not screaming out as being that great. I feel like he's going to drop out this season. If we've got Foden, Jones, Wheatley, Hughes, it's 4 good ones for 3 roles, and then Crane kind of coming in on the back there. Passes completed per 90 minutes. Wheatley, Crane up there when he was on, playing a lot of passes, but not that much more than Hughes or Foden. Pass completion ratio, Gilby. 2 sub appearances. Alex Gilby's going to go, 31-year-old. This is his season that he's dropping off now. Gilby, you've been with us since the beginning. Fuchs up there, pass completion ratio. Dennis as well, that the more defensive role. Hughes, Crane then, Wheatley, John Jones. John Jones, 83%. No, 82%. This man's got 20 passing, isn't he? Yeah, 20 passing. Tackles, Mikowski, 93%. 81 for Dennis. He's a good tackler of the ball, isn't he? Fuchs. Tackles per game. Dennis and Fuchs as well. Yeah, we need to play one of them in that more defensive role. But, yeah, we'll see. We will see. Interceptions per 90 minutes. Dennis up there as well. We just see this is where he comes into his own in the tackling department. It's where he actually outplays Fuchs. Fouls. Now, Fuchs highest on the fouls. Mistakes. Foden, Fuchs. Oh, maybe it's Fuchs we move on and we bring in Dennis. Headers. Dennis up there, 84%. So if we got one defensive player, maybe we go with Dennis rather than Fuchs. Aerial challenges per 90 minutes. John Jones was up there. Headers 1. They didn't really do any of that, did they? Shots per 90 minutes. Jones, 0.57. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Foden's crossing was quite good. 24%. That's really good, actually. For 59 crosses as well. Wow. Foden likes to dribble as well. Carry the ball forward. So does Jones. Okay. So we got something to think about there. None of those guys really screaming out as being amazing. But yeah, we've got Jones. We've got Hughes. We've got Wheatley we need to do more with. Fuchs is there. Dennis. Foden, Crane. Oh, we've got too many central midfielders. But we've got those 3 roles. We need to start creating more from them. So maybe that attacking midfielder role is what we need. And then it's a fight between Jones, Wheatley, Crane, Foden, all for that role. One of them playing and then as a backup with a more defensive player playing behind them in that central 2 role. Don't think I'm going to sell anyone unless some bids come in. I've got capacity to sell, but I don't really want to if I don't have to. But we do have a lot of midfielders to play around with there. So that's good. Looking at potential though. So like I said, Hammond we're going to look at. Ben Wilson we're also going to look at. Just to make sure they're being trained correctly because they have got the potential. But that's the midfield guys there. So now let's get on to the strikers. Let's have a look. Our big guys up top. So we had Becerra, Mikowski, Pat Crane can play up top. Always forget about that. Wildig, obviously the big ones. Eddie's gone out on loan. He's probably going to get sold now. Armstrong had a very good start to the season, didn't he? Thought this was his comeback season, but then he kind of crapped the bed midway through. So we're looking at top ability. Becerra, the only one up there now. 4 stars. Everyone else dropping off. Mikowski actually sitting in second. Wildig dropping off a bit as well, but definitely got more goals. Flick average rating. Adam Armstrong highest. 16 goals. He had 7.39. Becerra 7.21 with 24 goals, all competitions. 7 from Eddie with 4 goals. He's got no goals though. Josh Wildig 7 with 5 goals. 5 goals, 15 goals. Mikowski then got 14 goals and 7. So Wildig and Mikowski, very similar vein of player. Like I say, Becerra top goal scorer 24. Whitbread out on loan, got 21. Came second highest in League One or whatever it was. He may be worth keeping back as a striker, just as a wild card. Goals per 90 minutes, Armstrong. Nearly a goal a game for Armstrong. 0.6 for Becerra second, 0.5 for Wildig. 0.56. So Wildig and Mikowski very, very similar. Shots per 90 minutes, Mikowski the most. Shots on target. Shots on target, Mikowski the most. Becerra and Wildig behind him there. Shots on target ratio, Armstrong 67%. Offsides, Armstrong quite a way ahead of anyone else actually. When he plays on that role, get caught out quite a lot. Assists, Mikowski 8, Wildig 8, Becerra only 4. So we didn't get a lot of assists. All the assists came from the wide players, from the wingers, the wing backs. None came from midfield, and very few came from up top. So it was all on the wing backs. That is a huge worry. Assists per 90 minutes, Armstrong the highest. Chances created per 90 minutes, Armstrong the highest. Key passes, Mikowski was in there. So they were good at passing around, but yeah, that is a worry. That in there lies the problem then. So we had goals. We had enough goals. 20 goals, 16 goals, 15 goals, and 14 goals. But all of the assists coming from our wide players. Let's actually throw that onto the team selection screen. Select all. Assists. Yeah, assists. 16 from Machina. 9 from Anderson. 8 from Mikowski. 8 from Wildig. Then Ruben Martin. 7. Armstrong 6. Wood 5. So yeah, it was all the wingers. If you look at their combined from the wing backs, Martin. So what's that? 12. And then yeah, Jesus. Yeah, that's a lot of goals that came from the wing backs. Nothing from central midfield. So we know where we need to work then. So that is our team. That is where we're leaving it. That is the highest ability there. Jones, Becerra, Yakimov, Anderson, Machina, Ash, Edison, Hughes, Heron. Strong team there. Ruben Martin and Mikowski next. So it sounds like Mikowski should be going in as first starter on up front. Stigson, boo. Stigson's going, and then Wheatley hitting in there as well. So that's what we need to do then. So, what are we at? 20 minutes. Oh, I've lost my mouse. Team report. Let's have a quick look at this then. Jumping reach. Good jumpers of the ball, which means we should be able to put higher crosses in. Crosses, obviously, have been our... Crosses, head in, and jumping reach. So we need to put more crosses in. We know that. Midfield depth, good. Attacking midfield. We've got 9 players that can play attacking midfield. Okay, this is answering. Looking at just this here is answering the questions pretty much, isn't it? Good youth prospects, good strength, tackling, good defensive, goalkeeper depth apparently. Editing's good, machine is good, Anderson's good, a lot of wage budget. Shooting accuracy is good, creativity is good, passing is good because we're playing short though. Away form was good in the end, or recent away form anyway. Okay, that's good. Weaknesses. We need a left back, a left wing back anyway. We've been letting goals from crosses, so yeah. Although we're getting them from crosses, we're letting them in. Our defense, we're so good at heading, we can't really clear a freaking ball, which makes me think: do you play deep and let them cross, and then we head it clear? Maybe we do. Maybe play more on the counter. It says the passing quality overall remains disappointing, but we have one of the highest pass ratios, so I think we're happy to go to mixed. Teamwork isn't the best. Work rate isn't the best. Aggression not great. Okay. Okay, and then we look at squad depth. Let's have a look at overall. All positions, all current abilities. So Vasira, Top, Mikowski, Wildig. We got enough strikers. John Jones, Vasira, Foden, Crane. So we will play with an AMC. We've then got John Jones, Hughes, Fuchs, Gilby. So we've got different players from midfield. That's good. So we have Jones up here. We then have Hughes in the middle. Fuchs can play DM. I don't really want to play with a DM, not with those guys at the back. We've got Machina, Fuchs, and Wood that can play wing back. But they are best. Anderson and Machina are best as defenders left or defenders right. With then Yakimov, Ash, Garcia, Heron, Panzo. So maybe we do train with a flat back 5. And we change the midfield roles. And then we also have a run where we do push the wing backs on a bit as well. Because they play better as a flat back 5. It makes us more defensively sound. Maybe we do that as well. And then we've got Edison and Pelazari in goal. Let's have a look at potential. Vasira right up there. Hammond comes into it now. Anyone change in here? Wheatley comes in as a backup here. Wheatley also comes in the middle. We need to give him some game time. Ben Wilson we're going to need to train because he likes playing on the wide areas. We don't have any wide men, mate. And then Tomash, Heron, Yakimov. Machina. Again, Machina and Henderson could play very well as wing backs. So whether it's confusing where we want to play him. Okay. But we'll leave that there then. So if we're looking at tactics, I'm going to train this formation with wing backs dropping. So we're going to have a flat back 5. We're going to have a wing back 5. And I think we'll then tweak these midfield roles to try and get some more balls through the middle. We'll actually probably play through the middle. We'll have one where we play probably this more attacking one with short passing. Actually, no, we'll go for mixed passing. And then we'll play one with a flat back 5 with maybe more attacking, long balls, hitting crosses. Counter with hitting crosses early maybe. Because we can head the ball and we are strong. So we'll try that out and see what happens. But we are going to have our European campaign as our pre-season. I probably won't come back for those. Come back for the actual season. But we'll decide. So get your comments in. I'm going to be playing it over the next couple of days. And I'll try and get as many of your comments in as possible. Obviously, I like to get ahead because I have a full-time job as well as this. So I can't always wait for your comments to come in. But I try as much as possible to get them in. Especially even if it's not for pre-season. It's then as we're getting into the season. But I hope you have enjoyed. Leave your comments below. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you back next season. We have Europa. We have FA Cup. That is what we're going for. We need an FA Cup win. If it goes wrong this season, we will be looking at calling time because I can't drag it on anymore. But we've got 80 million to spend. We can bring some players in, or at least one maybe really good player. We'll see what happens over the off-season. And I will see you back for next season. Have a great evening. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.